Okay, so you were supposed to think about different categories or groups of organisms. So you might have thought about, I don't know, canines, so things like dogs and wolves. You might have thought about flowering plants. So that is a group. Um, we can organize organisms into big, broad categories, okay? Broad groups. And the broadest of those that you have learned about already in the past, you'll learn about a slightly broader group later on, is the kingdom. Okay, so you have heard of these before, right? You know about, let me erase this. You know about the animal kingdom, right? The animal kingdom. So the fancy name for the animal kingdom is kingdom Animalia, right? Then you have kingdom Plantae, fancy name for plants, right? So we have all these different groups of organisms that can be put into categories, big broad categories called a kingdom. So here we have kingdom at the animal kingdom, plant kingdom. So we'll list them. We have animals, plants. Wonder if you can think of any more. There are fungi, right? There are bacteria. There are actually two types or two kingdoms of bacteria. We are going to kind of lump those together. For now, later on, we will talk about the two different types separately, but for right now, we're going to keep them together. And then there's this other kingdom called Kingdom Protista. That's the fancy name that you probably learned about in middle school. And those are protists. Protists. And that includes things like an amoeba, paramecium, a euglena, all these little weird one-celled creatures, mostly that live in fresh water. Okay, so what you're going to do on here is you're going to fill in your chart. Excuse me. So we have plants, we have animals, we have fungi, we have bacteria, and we have protists. Okay? And what you're going to be doing is filling in what is it that you know about this particular kingdom. So just list the things that you know about each of these in this column. Okay. And then what I want you to do is go outside, preferably if you can, and take a picture. Okay. Put a picture in here of a plant, a picture of an animal. If you can find a picture of some fungus, then do that. If you can't get outside or you can't find one of these, online, you can absolutely find a picture online, but preferably you would take a photo yourself and just insert that into the table here so that you have a photo of each one. All right? Not too bad. So that's why it's a scavenger hunt, because you're going to go and try and find a photo. What I want you to do is think about what you know about each of these kingdoms, fill that in the middle, and it may be that you don't know too much about them, and that's okay. And then fill in a photo here.